A400M. They'll be getting there more than 20 meters fairly quickly. A maximum facility program actively departing takeaway zone all the way to the aircraft were therefore under 1,000 meters. The German Air Force there as they maximum effort takeoff. Aircraft was airborne at about 4,000 feet, accelerating about another 30 knots beyond the usual rotate speed in order to facilitate that high departure. A tactical demonstration nevertheless. This is something that is conducted on ops when in contested areas, so it minimises the amount of time the aircraft is at risk from ground fire. The A400M has replaced all sorts of platforms across all sorts of services, because in the RAF it's taken over from the C-160 Hercules. If you look back up, it was the Transall C-160 that it was supplying. And the first one of the aircraft really going around was handed over towards the end of 2015. It was possible to retire the Transall by the end of 2021. And the Luftwaffe's airman capabilities are now being invented beyond our A400s by the National Air Transport Squadron on C-130J Hercules, operating in conjunction with the French Air and Space Force from Everett, France. And one of those was standing display of speed for the first time this weekend. Undercarriage is down now. 14 wheels and tyres designed to operate repair services in 35 minutes. The A400M is an incredibly capable aircraft. It has the ability to carry 30-ton payload over 2.5 tons on both the static, remote civilian and military airfields, and is better served by landing on short and unprepared or semi-prepared strips. The aircraft is capable also of operating at high levels and altitudes of 40,000 feet, which fully underpins its normal flight. The A400M can carry 116 passengers, or 9 aircraft carrying 44 passengers, or 66 drivers, with a maximum payload of 37 tons. It's also a very manoeuvrable aircraft, which it has to be to operate in the environment Mark mentioned earlier, where small arms fire could be a threat. The A400M has a maximum back angle of 120 degrees, which we've seen demonstrated here by Airbus pilots in the past. We won't see anything quite like that from the Luftwaffe, but still very impressive. The platform capability. It can perform end-to-end refueling defence there, but we are also trying to modernise it now for eventual evacuation with fitted with the appropriate equipment. Just recently, that's been an addition to the RAF release service. And some other customers, we're not going to be using this, but they have been looking at this aircraft and evaluating it as an area in firefight with roll-on equipment able to drop 20 tons of water in less than 10 seconds. It's been tested in Spain and France. And looking ahead, Airbus sees other roles in airborne communications, distributing information, whether it's ground systems, train management, or setting off remember that at the RAF Cosford Air Show last year, one of the RAF Atlas fleet dropped the RAF Falcons team in public for the first time. That's absolutely correct, yes. It is. Reconfiguring now. And this is where we're going to see a little bit more of that manoeuvrability in evidence. Ben said earlier, quite an important thing tactically for an aircraft of this size to be manoeuvrable, not just against ground-to-air fire, but also the air-to-air threat. Reversing through 45, back down to the A-axis. Continuing to accelerate with a flat top. Aircraft preparing to go from about 300 feet to 2,000 feet in approximately 6 seconds. Talking a little about the attacking role these aircraft could perform. Over this February, one of the German A400M carried out its first air refueling of RAF tanks on Shader in the Middle East. And the Luftwaffe now uses them as 73-point tankers with 3 air-to-air refueling points, a home drum unit, and a loading ramp as well as 2 underwing pods in town. Now, bringing the aircraft in for a